Welcome to the mat today. Happy Friday. Uh, Find yourself a comfortable position on your mat. Let's take a little time to have non-judgment on ourselves. Uh, we push ourselves really hard every single day, get it done faster, get it done better. And so today I don't want you to do that during your 60-minute practice. I want you to focus on growth and focus on how good you feel and take what you can from class today and just kind of remind yourself that all throughout the week that it doesn't matter how fast you go, it's still going to get done. It doesn't matter if it's not good enough, you did your best. So make yourself feel good today for our practice together. Come to your back, hands maybe down at your sides, feet splayed out. Begin to shut down your eyes. Try to leave everything outside the room today. This is your safe space. Remember, focus on how good something feels, how good you're doing in something. No judgment on yourself. And let's introduce our breathing. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Exhale it out. Another deep inhale. Exhale it out. Take a few on your own. Starting to relax each part of your body on your mat today. Seeing if any areas are tense or sore. And let's begin by waking our fingers and our toes up a little. Maybe dropping your head side to side. Whatever feels good for you. And let's take a nice full body stretch. So arms come behind you towards the back wall. Zip the legs together. Tighten every single muscle in your body up. Take an inhale. Exhale it out. Relax every muscle. Maybe spread it out like a 5-point star for a second, feeling yourself more relaxed than when we just started. Good, let's walk the feet into the center of the mat. Give yourself a nice hug in with your knees. Maybe some gentle rocks for your lower back. Head and shoulders can come down. Feet plant in the center of your mat. Let's bring our soles of our feet to touch, letting those knees open up like pages of a book. Maybe bring your left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Maybe shut down your eyes. Reconnect with your breathing. Maybe setting an intention for your practice today. If you need to hear something good, if you need to tell yourself something, maybe a compliment, or if somebody else needs something positive in their life, maybe send your intention out to them. One last breath here. Let's let that right knee just fall over onto the left, stacking the knees. You can keep your left hand on your heart. Right hand's just going to open up to a T. Maybe glance over the right shoulder. Open up that right leg again. Take a breath. Put the hand on the belly. Exhale it out. Let's bring that left knee over towards the right, stacking the knees. Hand can stay on your belly. Let's open up that left hand to a T. Maybe gaze comes over the left shoulder. And then gaze comes up first. Open up the left knee. Nice and slowly. Return the hand to the heart. Maybe shut down the eyes one last time before we get started. And take a nice big breath in. Feeling the chest and belly rise. Exhale it out. Feeling everything sink down into the mat. Using your hands to help you close your knees up like pages of a book. Let's hug our knees in one more time. Maybe this time a bigger hug. You could wrap your arms around your shins. Taking some rocks here side to side. Head and shoulders release to the mat. Feet plant in the center. Arms can come to a T or a cactus, whatever feels good for you. And when you're ready, let's inhale that left leg all the way up to the sky. Rolling out the left ankle. Let's take some circles, maybe in one direction and then the next. Good. Hug that left knee into your armpit a little bit just to wake up that hip. And then let's cross the left foot over the right knee, pushing the left knee towards the front wall, keeping that left foot flexed so you don't hurt your knee. And then we're going to allow the foot to come towards the right wall, trying to keep that left knee open towards the front for that hip stretch. Maybe gaze comes over the left shoulder. And return the gaze to the sky first, using your core to raise yourself up. Let's kick that left leg all the way up to the sky again. Maybe this time grabbing your leg with your hands, maybe your calf, or walking it up to your ankle. Glancing at your big toe. And then release the hands down and let's pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Head and shoulders come down first. Left foot comes down to meet the right. And let's windshield wiper those knees side to side for a second. Good, big hug in with the knees. Head and neck come down again. Plant the feet. On an inhale, right leg's going to come all the way up to the sky. And let's take those same ankle rolls. Good. Hug the right knee in towards the armpit a little bit, waking up that right hip. And let's cross that right leg over our left knee, keeping the right foot flexed, pushing out the right knee towards the front wall. The right foot is going to drop down towards the left, opening up that right hip towards the front of the room. Maybe gaze comes over the right shoulder. Using your core, raise the knees back up. Send that right leg all the way back up to the sky. Maybe this time raising yourself off the mat, walking your hands towards your ankle, gazing at your big right toe. And then engage your core. Hands are going to drop and we're going to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release yourself down. Right foot meets the left. Windshield wiper the knees. One last big squeeze in with the knees. Maybe this time grabbing the bottoms of the feet, scrunching your nose in between your knees. And then feet plant in the center of the mat. Right arm's going to come up and over, and we're going to roll over into our fetal position. Close your eyes just for a second. Take a nice deep breath in. And then waking open the eyes, use your left hand to guide you up to a comfortable seated position. Let's come to an easy cross-legged seat. Doesn't matter which leg is in front of the other. Hands can relax nice and gently on your knees. And let's take a few seated cat-cows. So on an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, round the belly, tuck, round the spine, tuck the belly, tuck the chin. And come back again to your cow pose. And around, spread open the shoulders. Move to your own breath. Good. Let's send that left leg out in front of us. Right leg's going to come to the inside of the right of the left thigh. Turn your upper body towards your left leg. Let's take a nice inhale up, gaze up. Create some space, and then exhale, fold over the left leg. Not worrying about how far you go. Try to keep the back flat. Maybe gaze towards the big toe. Slowly drag your hands up towards you, bringing your upper body up. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand plants. Raise yourself up on that right knee. Left arm up and over and point that left toe. And then bring yourself back down. Turn your back towards the upper body. Inhale, arms up. Create your space and then fold. Maybe feeling this time a little bit more space. You're able to get a little bit farther down. And then drag your hands to you, raise your upper body. Let's just tuck that right foot underneath our left leg. Engage the left leg. Come up high on your sit bones, so sit nice and tall. Inhale the arms up. On an exhale, left hand's gonna grab the left toe. Right hand's gonna open up towards the back of the wall for a twist. Right hand meets the left. Take an inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, open up again. And then come back. Let's switch legs. This time right leg goes out in front of you. Left leg plants on the inside of the right thigh. High on your sit bones, turn your upper body towards the right leg. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Create a little space and then hinge at the hips, fold over the right leg. Trying not to round the back, so try to keep the back straight, and then it doesn't really matter how low you go, you just want to feel that stretch. Let the hands drag towards you, raise your upper body. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left hand plants this time. Hop up on the left knee, right arm up and over. Point that right toe, feeling the stretch all along the right side of your body. And then seat yourself back down. Tuck that left foot underneath your right leg. Come up high on your sit bones. Let's inhale, arms up. Create some space. On the exhale, right hand's gonna drop. Touch the right toe. Open up, twist towards the left. And then left hand meets the right. Take a breath in. Create some space. Exhale, open it back up, twist. And then come back. Untuck the left leg from underneath the right. Let's bring the soles of our feet to touch. Knees open like a book, high up on both sit bones. And we're just going to walk our fingertips towards the top of our mat. Keeping your gaze up towards the front of the room so you don't round in your spine. So head up, gaze up, and then just let yourself fold in a little. Drag the hands to you, raise the upper body, One more time, let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, plant the hands in front of your feet and gradually walk the fingertips towards the top of the mat. Gaze up, chin up. Drag the hands to you, raise your upper body. Let's cross our legs just to roll over into our tabletop. So come to your hands and knees on your mat, hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, fingers spread nice and wide. Let's take a few traditional cat-cows. So on an inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, push the ground away, tuck the belly, open up the shoulder blades. Maybe dancing around, moving around. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Gaze comes to the top of your mat. Tuck the toes. We're going to hover the chin in the chest, so tuck the elbows. Bring a bend down. Hips up. And then slither forward. Bringing your hands wider than your mat out in front of you. Untuck the toes. And let's gently raise ourselves up. And raise ourselves down. Inhale yourself back up. This time dropping your right shoulder towards the mat. Gaze comes over that left elbow. Feeling that shoulder stretch. And return yourself back to center. Release your head back down. Inhale back up. This time drop the left shoulder towards the mat. Gaze comes over the right elbow. Gaze back to center. Lower yourself back down. Hands are going to plant. Tuck the toes. Raise yourself up into your high plank. And then let's bring a big bend in the knees. Let's find our first down dog today. Maybe pedaling that out. Bringing a big bend into one knee and then the other. Good, let's bring the knees to hover. Left leg's gonna plant, untuck the toes. Right leg kicks back behind you. Gaze towards the front of the room. Right leg drops to the mat. Hover the knee off up to your chest. Try not to lift your hips, just bring the knee up and then set it down. Kick the leg back again. Nice and strong through your core. Nice and strong through your right leg. Drop the leg, pick the knee up. Set the left knee down. Last kick of the right leg. And then right knee is going to meet the left. Let's come up onto our knees, tuck our feet towards our sit bones, and let's just drop the feet to the left. Bring them back up. Drop them to the right. And then come back to your tabletop. Tuck the toes. Hover the knees. Let's send our hips back and up for our down dog again. Feeling a little bit more flexible, a little less tense and tight. Good, no judgment here. Your heels do not have to touch the mat. And let's bring the knees to hover. Right knee's gonna plant. Untuck the right toes. Send that left leg straight back. Gaze towards the front of the room. Drop the left leg. Raise the right knee to your chest. Nice and strong in your shoulders and your hands. Drop the right knee. Left leg's gonna raise. Left leg drop. Right knee raises. Right knee drops. Last time, left leg up. And then left knee is gonna meet the right. Come up on your knees, tuck your feet towards your sit bones, and take those same hip stretches. Come back to your natural tabletop. Tuck the toes, hover the knees. Let's meet in down dog. Take a few breaths here. Adjusting yourself, bringing your chest toward your thighs, armpits toward your thighs. Maybe a little arc in your back. Let's inhale the right leg all the way up. Hug it in, right elbow, right knee. Send it back and up. Right up, left elbow, right, left knee, right elbow. Gotta laugh at yourself. And back up. Hug the knee into your nose, and then when you're ready, let's plant that foot right in between our hands. Get on your fingertips. Glance towards the front of the room. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, crunch up the right leg behind the left knee and send it back. Take an inhale. Crunch it back in and send it back. Inhale. Crunch it in and then send it back. Releasing your right knee, untucking your right toes. Coming into your crescent lunge on this side. Maybe left hand plants on the hip, right arm raises overhead. Or maybe it feels better for you if you clasp the hands, opening up the chest, slight back bend. Unclasp the hands, give yourself a big hug, come up a little, take an inhale, exhale, sink. Beautiful. Unwrap your arms. Frame out that left foot. Tuck the right toes. Raise the right knee up. And let's bump that leg up a little bit. Find your pyramid pose. So take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Good. Glancing at the top of your mat. Bring a big bend into the right leg. Bring your sit bones back, and let's take a standing runner's lunge. So flex that left toe, left foot, and then walk back to pyramid. One more time. Bring a big bend, find your standing runner's lunge, and then walk back to pyramid. Feet, fingertips come to the top of the mat. Big shift to lift. Right foot meets the left. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, hands through heart space. Tadasana, mountain pose. Nice and strong. Maybe take a second to shut down your eyes. Feel the mat underneath you. Feel how fired up your core is already. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, arms at your sides. Lead with your chest, swan dive down. Take an inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. Right foot goes back, left foot goes back, and find your down dog. Good. Take a few breaths here. Move around. Some people have a still down dog. Some people have a dancing around one. I'm a dancing around one, obviously. Let's inhale, right leg all the way up. Nice and strong. Tiger curl. Roll forward. Right knee, right elbow. And then put it back up. Tiger curl in, right knee, left elbow, and put it back up. Tiger curl in, knee to nose. Once you're ready, right foot plants in between your hands. Take a second, come onto your fingertips, gaze towards the front of the room. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, crunch it in, left knee behind the right knee. Send it back out. Crunch it in. And send it back out. Take an inhale. And then exhale, crunch it in. Sending it back out. Allowing that left knee to come to the mat. Untuck the left toes. Coming into your crescent lunge on your right side. Maybe right hand, right hip, left arm up and over. Or if you took it on the other side, you want to clasp your hands, open your chest, open your heart, sink into that right knee. Let's hug ourselves. Take a breath in. Exhale, big hug, sink into the right knee. Gaze up maybe. And then release your hug. Frame out the right foot. Tuck the left toes, raise the left knee up, bump the leg up, and fold into your pyramid pose. Hips towards the front of the room. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Create some space. Exhale, fold. Let's walk ourselves into our standing runner's lunge. So bring a big bend into the left foot. Walk the hands back. Flex the right foot. Walk back into your pyramid. One more time, big bend, walk the hands back. Flex the right foot. Walk back into your pyramid. Good. Fingertips come to the top of your mat. Left foot's gonna hop up to meet the right. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. Slight back bend maybe. Exhale, hands through heart space. Tadasana, mountain pose. Take a second here. Let's inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to your shins. Exhale, fold. Let's plant the fingertips. Send the left leg all the way back. Once it's back there, spin the heel down, bringing that left foot parallel to the back of the mat. Get light on your fingers, raise yourself up. You can use your knee for leverage if you want to. And let's end up in our warrior two. So adjust your feet. Good, weight should be on the outsides of your feet, but your thighs are pulling in towards each other. Tuck the seat, tuck in the belly, and then gaze over the right finger, right middle finger. Arms out nice and wide. Inhale everything up. Exhale down, finding our extended side angle. So right elbow can come to right knee if you want. When you're there, open up the chest, open up the left arm to the sky, or right hand can come down. If you'd like to take a bind, that left hand wraps around into your right pocket. Or you can take the full bind, bringing that right arm underneath, left hand behind you, clasping. If you're in a bind, open back up. Raise yourself up into your warrior two, and then straighten everything up. Sink back down into your warrior two. Find your extended side angle one more time, just for a second. And then let's cartwheel the hands to the inside of your right foot, walking ourselves into a wide-legged fold. So spreading out that stance, bringing the weight into your heels. Hands are underneath you. Maybe let's take a twist here. So left hand's gonna come in front of you. Right hand comes between your legs to the back of you. And then look under your left armpit. Good, gaze under your nose first. Bring both hands out to meet you and then walk them underneath your nose. Let's pivot that front leg towards the front of the room. Walk the hands back and find your extended side angle again. Raise yourself up into your warrior two. And then cartwheel the arms, frame out the right foot. Let's walk that right foot to the outside of the mat, plant the hands, and let's take a lizard on this side, rocking back and forth. Maybe lowering that left leg down. But take a few breaths here, stay present here. Slow down your heart rate a little. And then once you're ready, you can come up onto your fingertips, tuck the left foot, raise the left knee, and then big shift to lift. Hop up to the wide-legged stance at the top of the mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Planting the fingertips, heel toeing the feet together. Let's take another inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And then gently rolling up. One vertebrae at a time. Last thing to lift is the crown of the head. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, swan dive. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Gaze comes to the top of the mat, plant the fingertips. Right leg's gonna shoot all the way back this time. Take a second to get there, feel your stance. And then when you're ready, right heel is gonna spin down so it's parallel to the back of the mat. Arms are gonna cartwheel open into your warrior two. Let's take a look at everything for a second. Right, left foot's towards the front of the room, back leg is parallel to the mat. Hips are open towards the right. Try not to let that left knee collapse in. So keep it popped open. If you keep the weight on your pinky toe, that'll help pop it open. Tuck the belly, tuck the seat. Inhale, straighten everything up. Exhale, sink into your warrior two. Inhale everything up. This time coming to your extended side angle. So maybe left elbow, left knee, open up to the right. Or if you do around the floor and on the mat on the other side, left hand's gonna drop to the floor, right arm up and open. If you took that bind, you can take it on this side. Right hand wraps into your left pocket. Or the full bind, left arm comes underneath. Clasp the hands behind you. If you're in a bind, release the arm back up first. Cartwheel the hand down. And let's walk and pivot into our wide-legged fold. Taking a twist here again. Take a second. Put your heels into your weight. Put your weight into your heels. Come to your fingertips underneath your nose. Left hand's going to walk out in front of you. Right hand comes behind you. Take that twist under your left shoulder. If you didn't take it on both sides, switch. Right hand comes under your right shoulder. Good. Plant the hands, walk them underneath your nose. Let's walk them towards the front of the mat. Walking that left leg to the outer edge. Coming into your lizard. Rocking back and forth. Maybe right leg releases, right toes release. Take a few more breaths. Come up into your fingertips, tuck the right toes, raise the right knee, big shift to lift, hop that leg all the way up. Take an inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the fingers, heel toe the feet together, and gently roll up one vertebrae at a time. Last thing to lift is the crown of your head. Let's take a simple balance here. It's not going to be anything too difficult today. It's Friday and we don't want to push ourselves too much. We want the weekend to relax, right? So let's inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart space. Inhale that right knee up. Ground down into the mat with your right toes. Let's see if we can straighten out the left leg and bring a bend into the right knee and come back up. Bend and come back up. Doesn't matter how much you bend. Bend and come back up. Release the leg, shake it out. Very good. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to your heart space. Inhale that right knee up. Find something that's not moving to focus on. Let's straighten out that right leg. See if you can bring a bend into the left knee and come back up. Bend and come up. Bend and come up. Beautiful. Shake it out. Let's take ourselves to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Drop the right hand. Open the chest to the right. Gaze back up. Take an inhale. Left hand drops. Open the chest to the left. Gaze back up. Inhale, arms up. Create some space. Exhale, hands to heart space. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's walk our feet wider than our mat. Toes out, heels in, and let's sink down into our Malasana pose. So sit bones come between the heels. Elbows push open the knees, back nice and straight, and gaze towards the front of the room. Good, let's plant the hands, feet towards the front wall. Take a big arc up with your hip bones, and then bring a bend back down. One more time. Send the hips up, straighten the legs, and then bring it back down. This time, rolling onto our sit bones, coming high on our sit bones, coming into that pose we took early on by bringing the bottoms of the feet together. High up on your sit bones, chest up, back nice and tall. Take an inhale. Exhale, plant the fingertips, walk them towards the front of the mat a little bit. Realizing this time maybe you're coming even a little lower than in the beginning of practice. Drag the hands in, raise the upper body. Right leg's gonna sweep behind us, left foot's gonna come towards the right knee. Sit up nice and tall on that left sit bone. And let's plant the hands and take a mermaid on the left side. So let's twist towards the left. And walk yourself back to center. Bring that right foot back to meet the left. Walk all your junk out. Sit up nice and tall on your sit bones. Inhale the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fingertips plant. Walk the fingers. Drag the hands, raise the upper body. This time left leg's gonna sweep behind you. Right foot comes to the left knee. Sit up nice and tall on that right sit bone. Hands are going to plant, and we're just going to walk ourselves towards the right. Maybe gaze over the right shoulder. And unravel yourself. Feet plant out in front of you. Let's bring our arms to the front of the room. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale to the count of 10. Lower yourself down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You got it. 2, 1. Relax the arms out. Bring the feet closer in together, and let's take a couple of windshield wipers with our knees. Good. Big hug in. Grabbing the feet, maybe grabbing the shins, but make yourself into a big ball. And then when you're ready, arms are going to come to a T or a cactus. Send those feet up into your waterfall. Maybe starting to shut down your eyes. If your back hurts, you can make circles on the ceiling, giving your lower back a massage. Reconnect with your breath. Good. On the count of 10, let's lower our feet to the top of the mat. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Hug the knees in one more time. Take some rocks. Release the head and neck down. Let's cross that right leg over our left. And let's let the knees fall towards the left wall. Sinking into that reclined twist. Right elbow, right shoulder stays planted on the mat. Maybe gaze over the right shoulder. Trying to slow down your breathing. Gaze comes back first. Using your core, raise yourself up, uncross the legs, cross the right leg over the left leg over the right, and then let's let the knees drop towards the right wall. Keeping that left shoulder on the mat, maybe gaze comes over the left shoulder. Gaze comes to the sky. Using your core, raise yourself back up. Uncross the legs. Let's hug the knees into our armpits a little bit. And let's take a few circles with our knees. So they're separated. Let's circle them in towards each other and then out away from each other. And go the opposite way. Beautiful. Hug the knees in towards the chest and towards the armpits. Take a few rocks. And if it feels good for you, hands come to the bottoms of your feet, finding your modified happy baby. Maybe taking some rocks here or straightening out one leg at a time. Or both legs. And then without flinging your feet, release them back up into your waterfall. Hands are going to come down to your sides. Gently lower your feet to the top of the mat for us to meet in our final pose. our resting pose, our Shavasana. Stay present on your mat. Take the next few minutes for yourself as a reward for that hard work and as a refresher for your mind and your breath. Try not to judge yourself during today's practice. Remember self-love. Look at your growth. Look at how well you're doing. And most of all, enjoy making yoga good for you. So let's take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. Feeling your body melt into the mat. Picturing anything in your mind and letting it play out like a movie. Just watch. And I always encourage you to take an extra long Shavasana. So please, if you're at home doing this, keep going. Make it 5-10 minutes. And when you're ready, let's bring a little life back into our fingers and our toes. Let's start to wake up the head. Feet come to the center of the mat. Right arm raises up and overhead, and we're going to roll over into that fetal pose. Taking a breath here for new opportunities, new beginnings, new chances. And keeping your eyes shut down, using your left hand to guide you up. Bring yourself to a comfortable seated position. Maybe it's hero's pose, maybe it's cross-legged pose. Let's bring our hands to our knees. Take an inhale, raise the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Exhale, release them down, sitting taller on your sit bones, crown of the head higher. And let's inhale the hands to heart space. Exhale, drop the head down, bowing at your prayer hands. Thank you for filling my day with light and love. Please, when you walk by a mirror today, say something to yourself that's so promising and so positive. You are beautiful. You are wonderful. You're a wonderful mom. You're a wonderful father. You're a great brother. You're a great sister. Or you're just a great friend. But remind yourself every day, no judgment. Go lighter on yourself. Namaste.